We're Cassie.
And Emily.
And this is Book Bits and Chill, a podcast where we talk about books, movies, and pop culture the way that you actually experience them.
This show is for type B readers, people who love stories but don't want the pressure, perfection, or the participation trophies.
Hit follow, grab a drink, and let's talk about it. Okay, besties, the receipts are officially in. We are ready to talk about our February reads, what we loved, what we hated, what we felt mid about.
We swore last month we were going to read everything, ignore the television, and we were going to be disciplined with our TBR, and we're about to admit if that actually happened or not.
And then after that, we are going to reset the vibes for what's next in March and talk about what's on our TBR, what we're excited to read, if we're going to actually be realistic or not, all of the things, because this podcast has never been about perfection.
No. We are allowed to change our minds month to month. Don't you worry, because reading is enjoyment at Book Bits and Chill.
Yeah. So, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you say that February treated you?
I actually did an okay job. I usually do a pretty bad job at saying I'm reading what I'm reading.
Yeah.
And so this month, I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I stuck to some of the things I wanted to cross off my list, and I only got distracted by one of the most important events in modern history, the Olympics.
In modern history. Wow. Okay, so what's your rating?
I would say I did like 6.5.
Oh, okay. Very nice. That's impressive.
What about you?
I think I actually did weirdly well too. Like, I keep having these sleeper months where I've actually read a lot of books and I don't know until I do these wrap ups.
Yeah.
And I read a lot of different stuff, which I am excited to talk about. So I think I would probably go 7.
Okay. I love that. I would always put you at the top of the 1 to 10. I feel like you always do a good job.
Sometimes I don't. Okay.
But while I was trying to do a good job, I think that I overcommitted to my TBR in February. I was trying to check a few too many boxes.
Ooh.
So I was trying to think of if I had to put a trope on what my reading list was for February, what it would be, and it was all over the place.
Oh, I'm interested in what you think that yours would be.
So I decided that my trope for February was actually enemies to lovers.
Really?
Yeah, and that is not what I set out to do. I went into February being like, I am going to be romantic and I am going to educate myself. And the few books that I picked off of these lists ended up literally all being enemies to lovers romances.
I think that my trope would probably be miscommunication, because I think that I said I was going to read a lot of things that I just didn't.
That's a good point.
So I miscommunicated with myself.
I was being my own enemy, and it was really an enemies to lovers for myself with my reading journey.
You eventually came to love yourself at the end.
Yeah. See, I was proud of myself at the end, giving a 6.5, but I really fought myself the whole way.
There you go. We love that self-awareness. Okay, so let's talk through what we read, what we thought about it. What did we say that we would prioritize? What fell off? All the things. Let's go through the receipts.
I actually wish I could go back and watch the recording of what I said I was going to read in February, because it is nothing that I read.
I said that I was going to read James again, did not read it.
No, and I have a reason about James, and I'm going to get to that, because I opened my month with a 5-star, possible 6-star, absolute skyrocket banger.
I mean, I know exactly where you're going with this, and I agree.
Daggermouth by H.M. Wolfe. And let me tell you, that distracted my entire month afterwards.
You were really comparing everything to it after. You're like, yeah, but if I hadn't read Daggermouth, it probably would have been way better.
I had a huge book hangover from that, and it was a tough pull afterwards.
Yeah. No, Daggermouth was really something special. Like, truly, H.M. Wolfe, I don't know what she put in this book. Like,
Yeah.
her pen must have literally been catching flames as she was going through this because it is just a masterpiece. Like, oh,
Oh,
I
she's literally about to
I'm gonna
combust.
die over it. I'm gonna die. If you haven't listened to our Daggermouth episode, please go and do it. There are so many good things to say about this book. I actually have wanted to reread it since we read it, and I've had to stop myself like 15 times.
Yeah,
I probably will at some point in the middle of this year. And thank God Python, the second book, is coming out this year, or else I
I
think I would
know.
actually die.
I feel really bad for like these early indie authors, but I'm also usually thankful that they're pressured to put books out so fast because we get the sequel so quickly.
Well, she did just get picked up by a trad publisher, which we're
I,
very excited
I
about.
know, and so that's why I know we're not getting well, it's just a duology, right? So we don't have to
Yeah.
wait for a third book.
No.
Amazing.
Amazing. But
Amazing.
now we know what kind of content she's putting out there, and she might become an auto-buy author for me, honestly.
100%. I agree.
Like, she is something special. So, Daggermouth, I love you.
Hmm.
I will be coming back to you at some point later this year. My next 5-star was a book that I did not expect at all, and it's called Heartwood. It's
Mm.
a thriller about a woman who hikes the Appalachian Trail, which, for those of you who are unaware of this hike, it is over 21,000 miles and it spans 14 states. She is hiking this trail. She's 42.
Mm.
She's 200 miles from the ending point,
Oh,
disappears.
no. Was it a bear?
Disappears.
Was it a
No,
bear?
it was not a bear.
I was
You
like,
think I'm
is this?
gonna rate a book 5 stars and some woman just got eaten by a bear?
I'm like, is this that Reese Witherspoon movie?
No, it's not. It was so, so good. And normally I don't love a thriller, but this one, the way that she wrote it is so gripping. Like, you basically are in the POV of the hiker that's lost, in the people who are looking for her.
Mm.
You eventually start to question all of the people in her life, like her companion on the trail or her husband, all of these things. But then on the entire time, you're getting like her point of view as she's lost. And it was so good. I can't get over it.
Does it wrap up at the end? Who you know what happened to her?
Yeah.
Ooh, I will never read a thriller ever in my life. And so offline, I'm going to need you to tell me how this ends.
Offline, off the record. Honestly, it was like it's not a scary thriller in the way that like you and I would be afraid of. It's more like almost like psychological, like suspenseful thriller where you just are like, what is about to happen?
No, Cassie, I won't even be able to walk in the wooded area of my local park if I read this. It's not
Okay.
happening.
Yeah, the point of view of being in this like deep wooded area in Maine is blowing my mind because I did not realize that that was the vibe over there.
Oh my god, yeah. I actually know somebody that attempted to hike the Appalachian Trail and they couldn't finish it. You have to like mail yourself shoes at certain touch points because you
Yeah.
wear through your shoes so much.
Yes. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that book was amazing. 10 out of 10.
That I actually love that. That is a great recommendation you don't hear about often.
There you go. I told you people. I was all over
I
the place.
know. Well, so in my like slump after Daggermouth, I was trying to find like a comfort read and I reread The Ascended and
Mm.
I actually regret rereading it because think I was just comparing it to Daggermouth the whole time. So originally I gave it 5 stars when I read it last year. And in my reread, I only gave it 4 stars because I just wanted it to be the sequel of Daggermouth.
I cannot discuss this. Emily's like trying to text me her thoughts, and I was like, I genuinely like can't talk to you about this.
I was
I'm
like, no,
sorry.
Cassie, but like, hear me out. And she was like, you are unwell.
I was like, I'm not hearing you out.
And I'm admitting to that. Like, I'm admitting that this is a completely biased review month of my love for Daggermouth.
Correct. Correct. Literally this month, she should have just stopped at Daggermouth, and that should have been it.
So funny. But then I realized I did need to like absolutely cleanse my palate or I was never going to move forward. And
Yeah.
luckily we read The Long Game together this month and that did work.
Yes. Yes. The Long Game is just so good. Again, we had
Yeah.
an episode on this, if you haven't heard it. We loved that book. Of course we did. We are addicted to Shane and Ilya. We'll
Yeah.
never be over them. Unrivaled comes out this summer, so that was, like, book 2 in their story, and this will be book 3.
Yeah.
And it was so good, and it was so good to, read it during the Olympics, too, to have a little bit of sports romance during
Yeah.
this time of year.
I heard that the Olympic hockey team is like not staying at the Olympic Village because there's been so much attention on them since a heated rivalry came out that they can't go because they keep getting bothered.
Oh my god. Okay, that's not good. I don't feel good about that. That makes me feel sad.
But I think they're doing a good job at the Olympics.
Yeah, they are. If you're an Olympic hockey player, I'm an ally. I promise.
We're here for you. We support you.
Oh my god. Okay, so you already went into your 4 stars, it
Those were
sounds
my
like.
4 stars. Yeah.
Okay, I had another 5-star.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead,
That's
honey.
okay. That's all right. I was gonna let you go. My last 5-star was Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan.
3 5-stars in 1 month is crazy.
I know. I think that I was one of God's favorites this month because it's been an amazing month.
Okay, I
And
am desperate to read that book though.
it was so good. And honestly, I know we talked in our sports romance episode about basketball being like pretty meh.
Yeah.
But the way that she wrote the sports aspect of this, I thought was really interesting. But like what really got me was how devastating this romance was. Like
Oh
it was just
no.
oh my god, like, by the end, I felt like it was just, like, etched onto my soul and my heart and my entire being. I
I
was like, "Oh
didn't know
my
it was
god."
sad. I thought it was like reading Heated Rivalry.
No, it's sad, like, check some trigger warnings with it. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, I
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, maybe I'll read that during March Madness." Maybe not.
No, there's, like, a lot of moments in it where you feel, like, intense grief and anger, but yeah, yeah.
But
But then
people
the
rave about her books.
I know, but then the main characters, like, they're beautiful. Oh my goodness. So,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, read it. Maybe don't expect, like, March Madness fun, but, you know.
Giving out 3 5-stars in 1 month is wild.
Who am I? Who is this girl?
That's
I
why
don't
I
know.
completely skipped to 4 stars. I was like, "She has to be done."
Okay, well, now I'm done. Now I'm ready for my
Okay.
4 stars.
Okay, go
Which
ahead.
the Long Game was one of them.
Yeah.
And again, love my boys. The next 4-star that I had was this book called The Lion Women of Tehran.
Mm.
And I actually read this with my book club, and weirdly, my book club was very divided on this. Like half of the girls rated it like 2 stars, and then half of us rated it like 4 to 5 stars.
Can you tell what it's about?
So it's basically like about 2 young girls who grow up in Iran in a very turbulent time, which, as we know, the current state is a very turbulent time as well, in
Yeah.
particular for women. Um, and essentially, like throughout their lives, they go their separate ways. One of the girls ends up like ascending in society, gets a lot of like different blessings, all the things, and the other one kind of doesn't. And so it's very much like a coming of age story with this backdrop of uh, the Iranian history, culture, all of that stuff, and the treatment of
Mm.
women. And it was just so good. And it's
So
like
did the people that gave it 2 stars not like it because it was too sad?
yes,
That's what
yeah,
I'm
they were
imagining.
like,
That's
it was just
exactly what I'm imagining.
but I didn't think that it was too sad, like, I just thought it was really beautiful, like, you're watching this friendship over multiple years and, like, them going through actual, like, real trials and tribulations and all of the things, and, like, you see what political turmoil can do to, the people that end up in, like, different standings in society that, like, have been friends or were neighbors or whatever, and so, I don't know, I thought it was really, really well done.
Okay, that's very interesting. What genre would you put it in?
Ooh.
Like,
Historical fiction,
that's what I
probably.
was gonna say.
Yeah.
Historical fiction. You know,
Yeah.
those books are sleeper agents for heartbreak.
Oh, I mean, I think that borderline every historical fiction that I ever read, I'm getting annihilated emotionally.
It makes you question why our history is so sad and why aren't we trying to make it less sad?
It does beg that question.
Speaking of history, should I go to
Yes.
my 3.5 stars or are you still
No, I
go?
still have a couple of 4 stars.
Okay, okay.
No, okay.
So many books. So many books.
I told you I had a 7 month.
Yeah.
Okay, my next one is a book called Ring Shout, and I read that at the beginning of the month in a day. Like, it's a super quick book. It's under 200 pages.
Mm.
Really unique story. It literally felt like reading Sinners, but like in a book. Like the
Oh.
it was like a horror fantasy story about the Ku Klux Klan, like, basically, like, taking over this area, and this woman and her community fighting back against the Klansmen, like, and they have, like, magical abilities and things like that, and it was just such a unique story, and the audiobook was so good. Oh my god.
Ooh, was it scary? Like, where did you ever jump a few times?
No, I think it was more horror in that, like, it was, like, a little, like, gory, and there's, like, some, like, weird, like, demonic aspects to it, like, things like that, but it
Question
wasn't, like,
for you.
scary.
Do
Huh.
horror books like have a happy ending?
This one did.
Yeah, like I hope that it like ended well.
Yeah, it did. It did have a good ending. Which that's why I feel like I'm equating it to Sinners because I felt like Sinners was like a horror movie, but it also had a really good ending.
I don't read any horror like thrillers like I mentioned, so I don't know if it's common for those to like end up like bad where you just feel like completely unsettled.
Maybe. I need to read like an M. Night Shyamalan movie or
Ooh,
book or something.
maybe we should
Uh,
read his romance book that's partnering with Nicholas Sparks.
oh God. Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. The book was really good. I think if you were looking for a very short read that really plays on hyper relevant themes, obviously for today, but a really good, just like historical depiction of the early 1900s in the US, like I think this was a really good one. The imagery was just amazing too. Like I truly felt like I was like watching a movie while I was reading
Yeah,
this.
that's so interesting.
And then my last one is my girl BK Borison, bringing us back to Baltimore.
Oh, are you
With
scared that I said
no,
I was ready to
you.
move on? Are you scared
No.
I said I was ready to move on?
No,
And I
I knew you
haven't
were
said
gonna
this
I
yet?
knew you were gonna pull this shit. I knew it. I knew it. I just here's the thing. I read First Time Caller, gave it 5 stars. Like, I was obsessed with that book. That was one of my top contemporary romances of last year. And this one did not disappoint at all. I think the biggest reason why I gave it 4 stars was because I was really missing the characters from First Time Caller.
Okay. Okay,
But
that
it was
was
really good.
okay, so I gave it 3.5 stars. It was the next book I was gonna mention. And
Mm.
one of my questions to you was that I didn't read First Time Caller first, and would I like it more if I would have read First Time Caller first?
Mm,
Because do you get to
I
know
think
these characters in First Time Caller?
yes, you get to know the MMC in First Time Caller, you do not get to know the FMC,
Okay.
Delilah. So I think yes, I would say yes because I do think First Time Caller is like such a good introduction to BK Borison and her writing style
Yeah.
and the way that she's like built this world. And so I do think reading that one first is really good. I think I was just like particularly obsessed with that book. And so
Yeah.
any follow-up to it was always gonna maybe struggle a little bit.
That's a good point because the first BK Borison book I read was Good Spirits, and
Yeah.
I didn't love that book. I felt like it was just like too cutesy, sickeningly cute, and
Sickening!
so like sickening.
Disgusting.
Disgusting BK. But so when I read And Now Back to You, it was giving me that same cutesy, warm, snuggly feeling. And I was just like, this is just like not what I wanted. I was like missing like the
Mm.
tension and like I wanted somebody to be like crying.
I don't know. I felt similarly about this that I did with First Time Caller, where I did feel like the tension was very realistic, which, like,
Yeah.
maybe for you, again, you had just read Daggermouth, so who knows? Like,
And
you
Wuthering Heights, like, I
and Wuthering
literally
Heights.
I was like, "Why is nobody trying to, like, bury their significant other alive?"
Why is someone trying to kill someone? I don't understand.
Yeah. So, like, that
So
was a point I made. I was like, "I need everybody to hear me. BK Borison is a wonderful writer, and I think she's a great author. I just
mhm.
think I keep reading her books at the wrong time."
Yeah, I would maybe agree because I think for me, when I read it, I was like craving something that like felt like this warm hug, and that very much delivered. And
Yeah,
her writing is just so funny too. Like she does such a great job writing a book that truly feels like a rom com. And
that
so I
too.
don't know, I loved it. The vibes were 10 out of 10. The characters were amazing. I really was nervous because the MMC in this book is kind of like the dweeby best friend in First Time Caller.
Yeah, I
And I
struggle
was
with
like,
that too.
no way am I gonna be into this guy, and I was wrong. I was horrifically wrong.
Dweebs, shove them in a locker.
We don't condone bullying here.
No, we don't. I'm just in a mood, guys.
A March mood.
A March
Okay.
mood.
Okay, so 3 stars, I guess we're on now,
Well,
which
I
I
had
think
another 3.5.
oh, I didn't know we were going so crazy with these 3.5s.
Well, because I couldn't give either of these books like a 3. Like that didn't feel right. Like
Okay.
they were over a 3. And so this gets to my point where I was going to read James this month because
Yeah,
I was like it's Black History Month. You need to see people's point of views. You need to understand systemic racism in this country.
right.
Like I wanted to read that book.
Yeah.
I was in such a mood this month that I read the first 2 chapters of that book and I was like already about to cry and I was like, not today. And I closed it.
Wow.
And so I was like, but I still agree with my points. So I found a
Mm.
different perspective and I picked up Legendborn, which
Yep.
is a YA magic centered fantasy book from a Black woman's perspective. And
Yep.
it does still touch on those things like systemic racism and Black culture and how
Mhm.
racism is still happening today.
Correct.
But in a more like absorbable arena. And I think I needed
Mm.
absorbable.
Absorbable arena. She
But
needed YA.
it was a really good book. Oh my gosh, it was. I
Yeah,
really
I
enjoyed
need
it,
to
but
read it.
I think it was just like the reason it's 3.5 is like I have graduated from YA. Like there,
Yeah.
understand now why I don't continue to read YA books.
Yeah, like, she just read Daggermouth, let's be real.
Right, right.
I really wanna read Legendborn. It's been on my list for I don't even know how long at this point, so I
Yeah,
need to
I
just
highly
do it.
suggest.
Okay, I love that. Great rec. Okay, are you now ready to get into your 3?
Yeah,
Okay, I think our first 3 is probably the same.
I don't have a 3.
You don't have a 3?
No,
Oh my god. Okay, I think my 3 is, first 3 is Wuthering Heights.
I had Wuthering Heights as a 2.5.
The point fives.
I'm being honest.
Okay, that's fair. That's all we can ask for.
Yeah.
Okay, I gave it a 3 because I genuinely felt like I was in a toxic relationship with this book, but by the end, I actually really ended up appreciating it, unfortunately.
I was in a toxic relationship with this book, and it really had me in its grasps, in its claws.
Mm,
But, and I was like Googling who the characters are, trying to understand. I really wanted to understand. But by like 75%, I was like powering through. I'm like, I just want to be done with this. Like, okay, get
yeah,
through it. It's over. And
yeah,
like, I don't think I can recommend a book to somebody that I had to push through.
yeah, that's fair.
So that's why it's under
I
3.
I guess maybe because I listened to a lot of it on audio, I didn't necessarily feel like I had to push through it per se. I felt like I had to put it down and like read other things at the same time. Like I wasn't able to like exclusively read this book over a few days or whatever. Like I felt like I had to like really take my time with it.
Yeah. No, I think you definitely need to maybe like set goals with this book, like where
Yeah.
you read like 2 chapters a day for 2 months.
For the rest of your life. Yeah, I don't know. I think we've said it in our other episode. I don't think that this should be like a required classic to read. I'm glad that I read it at the end of the day. But I agree. And I don't think that I'm regularly recommending a 3-star to anyone either.
Oh,
So,
I would recommend a 3-star.
oh, I don't think I would.
3-star to me is like I would recommend it to a very certain subset of people.
Mm.
Under 3 stars, I'm not speaking the name of that book.
It's being erased from memory.
It's going on the shelf, and I will talk about it in my grave.
Okay,
To
there
the
we go.
worms.
To the worms. Okay, my next 3 is Rings of Fate.
Oh, I forgot you read that book.
This is like the biggest letdown of the month by far. I like don't know what happened, honestly. I was like, I
But you're
closed
still
this
giving
book.
it a 3?
Yeah, because I mean, it was a letdown versus like expectations, but I think realistically, if you are just like a general romantasy reader, you're down with the junk food books, like you enjoyed Silver Elite, like you could probably read this and have a fine time. But again,
Okay.
I'm not like recommending this to people, and it wasn't a bad book. Like I genuinely think if I'm going 2 or below star, like I should have probably just DNF'd those books.
Is it also considered YA?
No.
Oh, because her other
Yeah.
books are. I've read other
Oh,
Melissa de la Cruz
really?
books, and they're YA, yeah.
It did it did, like, border on YA, I will say, but they ended up having, like, full sex scenes by the
Oh!
end. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, not those,
Okay.
not that's not
I
my Melissa.
No, not by Melissa. I don't think that I am into Melissa's writing style at
Mm,
all. Like, it felt speaking of YA, like, it felt very rudimentary, like, she kind of played on these I think she tried to do something really unique with the story, which I really respect, but, like, the way that she wrote it, I was like, "This is just not very well done." So, I by the end, I
yeah.
was just ready to be done with it, close the book, over.
I think that we need, like, some of our followers who exclusively read romantasy, only romantasy, to comment on if they enjoyed this book.
Yeah, I agree because the way that it was marketed was like Princess Bride meets Wheel of Time. I did
Oh,
actually
that sounds
really
great.
like yeah, exactly. I really liked the MMC, like his whole vibe. Like he had a lot of riz, like he was like fun, but it was just the way that the story was brought together. It was just not good.
Mm, don't love to hear that.
Yeah, bummer. But what
Well,
can you
that
do?
was the end of my list. Did you have
Same.
even more books?
No, that's it. Let's get into March, baby. Let's look forward.
Yeah. I'm since I'm in a mood, I've already like put a mood on my March.
What's your March mood?
I think this is going to shock you based on what my January mood was, which in January I had the romantasy ick.
Okay.
And since I read Legendborn, I
Yeah.
got like a touch of that like magic and like a little bit of love or whatever. I was like, damn, I think I'm ready for a good romantasy. So there's 2 books that are in mind, and one that people
Okay.
keep talking about is The Raven Scholar.
Yes.
Literally haven't read a summary, don't even know if it's romantasy, I'm assuming.
I think it is fantasy, but it's actually like a murder mystery fantasy. Yeah.
Honestly, I love the sound of it.
I know. I was like, she's gonna be into this. It's not romantasy, but she'll love it.
But you know what I also need to prioritize reading? I need to read Shield of Sparrows before Rights of the Starling comes out.
Yes, agreed. I am so excited for that. Like I feel like Shield of Sparrows ended on like the perfect cliffhanger for me where I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm ready to get back in.
See, I haven't yet don't even I can't even enjoy the enjoyment with you because I don't know.
Nope. Yeah. Moving on. Anyways, I'm excited. If anyone's read Shield of Sparrows and wants to be excited with me, please let me know. I also would really like to read The Raven Scholar, but a book that I continue to see, and I don't know if it's romantasy. Actually, no, I have a romantasy and potentially just a fantasy.
Yeah.
The first one is Poison Daughter.
Oh, I've seen that cover, but I know nothing about it.
It sounds really good, and it's a standalone. I think it's, like, supposed to be, like, a fun, quick, like, a little spicy moment,
Mm,
and I'm kinda craving that, so I feel like I might prioritize that at the beginning of the month.
okay, I really cannot wait to hear your review.
Me too. And then Half City. Have you heard of that?
Half City?
Yeah.
No, you are hitting me with some niche Rex. I love it.
No, Half City I've literally seen everywhere on Book Talk.
I'm Googling the cover. Tell me more.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's about a girl who's a demon hunter.
We do love that. That usually works
Oh,
in
I
our
guess
favor.
it is. I guess it is a romantasy.
It's
Um,
looking academic.
she cross paths. She crosses. Oh, I think it is. I think it's an academy setting.
Yeah.
She crosses paths with a dangerously alluring demon, Reid Graveheart.
And they're comparing it to Buffy the Vampire Slayer Soul.
Yeah. Okay. People were saying that it is Fourth Wing meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Damn! How have I never heard of this book?
Damn! I don't know.
Oh,
Get on your Bookstagram, man.
I haven't been chronically online enough, or what?
I guess not. Come on, man. But yeah, those are my fantasy romantasy picks for the month, I think.
So what I have been chronically online about, and this has been blasted onto my TBR for March, is Binding 13.
Oh God, here we go. Onto our collective TBR.
Yeah, Cassie's 100% reading this with me.
I am 100% reading it, no doubt. I mean, this book is everywhere. Like, truly, the cult following around this entire series is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
We love a book to screen adaptation too, and I think if anything, it's going to give us a lot to talk about, good or bad.
Agreed. So if you are a fan of this series and you would like to come potentially spiral with us, we will likely be talking about it here. So
yeah, we need to get a group together, maybe.
We need a support group. Okay. I am clearly reading that too. A book that I'm reading that Emily hated that I'm reading for my book club is Wild Dark Shores.
Oh, I actually despise that book. Like, I gave it like 1 star.
I know. I'm actually really excited to read it for that reason because I'm very interested in if I like it. And one of the girls in my book club already finished it, and she said she loved it.
5 people in my book club DNF'd it. Only 3 people finished it. Me being one of them.
And she rated it 1 star.
And the highest star that it got was 3.5.
Okay, but here's the distinction: is your book club is you guys love a vibe, like
We're fun.
You love a coho vibe. Like,
yeah.
My book club is all over the place. Like, we could read Fourth Wing, but then we could also read Wild Dark Shores and love it.
Ooh, will be back for I'll be tuning in on the March look back episode to hear what you have to say about that.
Okay. I'll keep you posted.
I really, really want to read it, and I have it, but I want to get it from Libby, like from the library, so I'm patiently waiting for the hold, and I think it's going to come up in March, is The Correspondent.
Oh, I cannot wait to read that book.
I really want to read it.
That was literally on my list for January, February, and if I don't read it in March, I need to do something.
I love the idea of like reading through letters. I think that sounds really intriguing.
I agree. And everyone that I know that's read this book has been like 10 out of 10.
I think it's going to like emotionally change me.
Oh, okay. Wow. I didn't know we were going to take it to that level.
That's just my idea for it.
That's just her mood.
And the last thing I want to say is that I have really, really been loving our like classics journey. Like, I really love reading a classic with you every month. And so I'm excited to pick another one for this month.
I know, me too. I have I have so many on my bucket list. It feels almost overwhelming to have to pick one that's not tied to a movie coming out.
My story graph literally thinks I prefer classic books because my to be read is like so many classics.
Okay, we're gonna have to circle back on this. I need to revisit my bucket list. Like, I really want to read Jane Eyre at some point. I would like to read The Count of Monte Cristo. Like, I want to read these, but these are like beefy books. So I'm like, we need to sit down and put our heads together.
I've never read of Mice of Men, East of Eden. There's this book that everybody's going crazy about called Stoner.
Oh yeah, yes.
Like, I think I've never read, like, Animal Farm, like, which is very, like, in the times,
Really?
like, yeah, there's
Oh
just,
my
like,
god.
so many, and, like, if
Okay.
you guys take anything away from this moody episode, it's that this classics journey is actually really fun, and I think that you should get on board.
I totally agree. It's, like, just
Yeah.
such a good, like, way to get out of your common headspace and, like, really challenge yourself, and it feels good.
Yeah.
Even when you're reading Wuthering Heights, it feels good. I think that's my TBR for the month. I am so excited. Next week, we're gonna talk about a surprise book and if you should read it or not.
So
And
stay tuned.
it's gonna be a popular one. It's gonna probably be a spicy one, so get ready. But in the meantime, we'll see you same time, same place. Grab your blankets, grab your book boyfriends, and we'll see you then.
See ya.